Hey everyone, welcome back. I know that this is a very stressful time for most everybody, whether you have been affected by this virus, somebody in your family or your loved one has, or you've lost someone because of it, or you're dealing with work situations, or you're concerned for your business. It's kind of a universally hard time across the globe. So here in Michigan, I think yesterday or the day before, they officially got told they need to close for dine-in orders, restaurants at least. So I know it's a really tough time. A lot of people are scared of losing their businesses. And yeah, just want to share some ideas with you guys. Run with them, take them or leave them, but this is what I got for you. The first thing, and this applies to all businesses, brick and mortar or online, I think now is a time when we really need to be innovative. I think a lot of times we get comfortable in business, like, oh my gosh, this is the way it's always been done. This item, product, service is just always sold without me having to maybe really work too hard for it. And now we're like, oh my gosh, I need to make this work. So be innovative. I actually tweeted the other day this post about this taco shop in Los Angeles, and they sold these taco kits. Basically, they got told they had to shut down. And so what they did is they took all of their inventory and they made these kits that you could make tacos at home. And they also threw in toilet paper and some eggs because they knew that people were having a hard time getting those items. And they had an extra bathroom, or they had bathrooms in general in their restaurant that weren't going to be used for the foreseeable future. They had all this backstock of toilet paper. They're like, let's throw that in there too. So I think that is such a brilliant example of innovation and reacting to reacting to the times, reacting to what's going on. And I did the math in the news article that posted this. They said that they had sold 74 of these kits at $150. So that's over $11,000. So very innovative and could potentially be the thing that keeps their lights on until this whole thing blows over. So think about things like that. I know another bakery that I like to follow, they are all vegan and gluten-free, I think, and they decided to make cookie dough and sell cookie dough since their actual baked goods sales are probably way down. So thinking about things that you can do outside of what you typically offer, think about how you can make things a take and bake kind of model, or sell a kit of something, or sell a package of something that is going to be new and different and maybe a little bit more accessible for your consumers. Another thing that I'm seeing a lot of is not optimized social channels and websites. So the rule in my area, at least, I believe, is that you can be open whenever you want, I think. I don't think there's a time limit, but you can only do carry-out orders. So a lot of these local restaurants are promoting, hey, order from us, we can still deliver to you, you can still carry out. But when I'll go to their Instagram profile or to their website, it's like, how do I order? Are you available on, which service? Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash, like there's so many different options out there. And so I think making it as easy for your customers as possible at this time and just being as clear as possible about how they can do it and also what you prefer. It might be a better deal and preferred for you guys to have customers place orders directly through your website. Whatever that is, take a long, hard look at how your social presence is looking. So what do I mean by that is change your Instagram bio to an ordering page. So whether that's something you set up on your own, you have a separate page on your website that says order here and it has links to all of the different services you're available on. Link that in your Instagram bio. Everywhere where you're posting, use swipe ups if you can to drive traffic to that page so people do not have to click around and try to figure out how to order from you. It means making sure that your website, again, there's a big button in the corner somewhere that says order right here, that I don't have to search through your stuff to figure it out. Simplifying your processes. If you only did call in before, it's not that hard to add an ordering plugin on your website, so definitely research those things. And there's lots of workarounds that you could do as well. You could even set up a text line. You could just give a phone number and say, text us your order. You can use a tool like textnow.com to create a free phone number. You can just take orders by text because I'm telling you, people don't like to use the phone. I don't like to use a phone to place an order, so make it as easy for people as possible. Tip 3 is to really move your business online. So beyond just online ordering, think about adding new services, new products that are completely online. So I've seen the gift card thing being tossed around a lot on social, which is great. Encourage people to buy gift certificates on your website that they can use at a later date. I think that's brilliant. So definitely make sure that gift certificates are also front and center on your website and easy to purchase. You can create a gift certificate, like the image super easily on Canva. A site like that is free to use, doesn't need to be anything fancy, but think broader than that. Online businesses are some of the safest businesses to have during times like these because even though most businesses might be struggling a little bit right now, especially, social media managers who help restaurants and things like that, we can pivot and our overhead is really low. So if you have an offering on your website, you don't need to pay rent necessarily. Obviously, the ideal is that your rent does get paid, but having a backup plan and a second revenue stream can maybe float you at least into your back in your building. So some ideas that I've thought of and that I've seen, if you're a coffee shop, open up a barista school online, create a course. I miss that coffee shop vibe. I miss having a fancy coffee every once in a while. I'm drinking like boring, bagged coffee. Teach me how to froth the milk and to make like a nice latte or something at home. People still have access to Amazon for now. So if they need to order supplies or if you sell stuff at your store, you could add that into the cost of the package. Honestly, at this point, I would probably enroll in barista school because that sounds amazing to me. And you can create a course on a site like Thinkific. You can host it on your own website. You can do a live class and charge $10, $15, whatever you think is appropriate, and do a Zoom call and host people and teach them how to do something like that. Same thing for food, host cooking classes. You might not want to give away all of your industry secrets necessarily, so you'll still make money once this is all over, but that's a really fun way of getting your message out there. And especially if you have a live element to it, it's a nice way to build community. People want that. People want to talk to people. I'm an introvert, so I'm doing all right, but all my extroverted friends are like losing their minds because, they need human connection. So think about things like that. You can also sell your merchandise. So if you don't have any merchandise yet for your business, Teespring is also free to use, I think. Quickly slap your logo, do some cute sayings on some t-shirts, some mugs, and push your audience and your following there and let them know that that's a great way that they can support you. I've also seen a lot of yoga and dance classes offered on Zoom or like a course platform or something like that. So any type of fitness, people are, oh my gosh, I don't work out, so I'm not having this problem either. But a lot of my friends who do workout are like, oh my gosh, my apartment gym closed. I'm losing my mind. So thinking about at-home workout guides, personalized training over Zoom or over Skype if you're a trainer and you're used to working with your clients in a gym or at a yoga studio or something like that. Meal plans, a similar thing. Have people sign up for a subscription model where every month or every week or whatever it is, you deliver them a new meal plan. And oh my gosh, I would so buy this right now because I cook somewhat on the day-to-day, but during this isolation period, I'm obviously cooking every day, and I've already run through every recipe I know, and I have food restrictions too. I'm vegetarian and gluten-free, so it's like really hard for me to come up with ideas that are satisfying and that leave me full and feeling like I'm getting my nutrition. So offering something like that on a consultant basis, my tip for anything like that is to get people to pay up front. Get people to sign on for a year membership, a month, 2 months, whatever it is, and pay when they check out. You can add a menu item on your website and get them to pay for that then, because that's going to help you build up that capital now so you can pay that rent payment in a couple of months, as opposed to, pay me $10 a day or $10 a week or whatever. Charge me $50 right now or $100 or however much you're charging. And then there's also always like virtual events, virtual summits, that kind of thing. If maybe you want to, again, I don't know, yoga, I use that example, get some yogis together and talk about mindset and, just like wellness, because I feel like that stuff all kind of goes together. And again, charging like $10 for people to attend a Zoom call. Maybe you make it a reoccurring thing. If you have an established clientele who goes to your yoga studio, maybe you offer this to them, send out an email blast and let them know that for the duration of this isolation period, you're going to be offering weekly calls. Feel free to drop in, $10 a call, $5 a call, whatever it is. My next tip is to think ahead. I know it's hard to do. I still am catching myself like, well, if we ever get over this, and I'm like, no, Latasha, that is a wrong mindset. We will get through this. Scientists, doctors, people in other countries who are, further along in this than we are letting us know that we will get through this. So keep that in mind and think about, obviously, you need to think about paying your bills today. I understand that. We all do. But think about how you're going to sustain your business beyond this. So I don't know if anybody follows me on LinkedIn, but I posted something recently about Panera Bread. They introduced this subscription model for their coffee, and it's like $9 a month for unlimited coffee. People were all over that LinkedIn post. People all over the internet were like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And I haven't signed up for it yet, and I'm glad I didn't because I would rather support a local business now. But I thought about signing up for it because I'm like, that's an amazing deal. I can meet clients there if I need to. I can get work done there if I need to. Obviously, you're not going to be able to have a meeting space in this situation, but you could do a similar thing. If my favorite coffee shop said, hey, $10 a month for, even if it's just 4 coffees a month or, whatever the math is to make it a little bit of a deal, I would totally do that. And again, charge upfront. That is a big influx of money, lots of dollars coming your way at once. If you sell 100 of those, that's a lot of money, right? So think about doing stuff like that. Last thing when it comes to planning ahead is continuing to post. I know it's hard. I know it can feel heartbreaking when you're like, nobody's coming in. Why am I posting on social media? I'm worried about my business. But staying top of mind for people, I mean, I keep getting reminded to go do things because I'm scrolling on social media, and people are on social media right now, I'm telling you. So it's helping for the short term by keeping you top of mind, but it's also, even the businesses like from my hometown, or I haven't been leaving my house barely at all, even for takeout. So even though I'm not supporting them necessarily right now, I'm at least engaging with their posts, meaning I'm liking and commenting and sharing my support. And that lets the algorithm know that I want to continue to see their content. So when this is all over and they say, we're having a big reopening party or, whatever, I am going to get that message in my newsfeed and I'm not going to miss it, and I'm going to be there to support them. So make sure to keep the lights on your social media. As hard as it might be or as pointless as it might seem, it's going to help you in the long run. Another idea is to partner up. So if you are in a commercial district and all the other businesses are going through something similar, maybe consider like sharing the delivery fee aspect somehow if they bundle order, or maybe let's say that you're a deli and you have a coffee shop across the street. Maybe you want to basically sell them a couple of pre-made sandwiches and offer like a bundle deal so that people can get a coffee and a sandwich at a little bit of a discounted rate, and it's helping both of your businesses, and that way they're going to be promoting you and you're going to be promoting them. Another thing I thought of that might be a good idea is partnering with employers, because a lot of people are working from home right now, and I think obviously for smaller businesses, they're struggling too, probably a lot financially, or worried about struggling financially, but I know like some of the big companies here, I would totally pitch this idea to them, especially if I had an established relationship with them, like maybe you catered an event for them previously or something like that. Reach out to them and say, hey, we know a lot of your employees are working from home and we know how that can kind of lower morale. If you want to like order lunch, order delivery for your employees working from home one day a month or something like that, we'll give you a little bit of a discount, or we'll throw a little, extra something in there for you, or whatever, make it fun. Basically make it like a little party, a little lunch party kind of thing. Or you could even do almost like a tab, like an employer could pay for every single one of their employees who's working from home, pay for a coffee for them, put it on basically a gift card for you guys, and let the employees come in whenever is convenient for them to pick up their coffee or their sandwich or whatever it is. So reaching out to other people in your community, just again, it's going to help them keep you top of mind and know that you're still open and that you're willing to work with them to, keep your lights on and to help them out a little bit as well. Lastly, use your email list. I know a lot of people don't use your email list, and something like a restaurant, it's such a fast-paced environment. I haven't worked with a ton of restaurants personally in my business, but the ones that I have, like, they're so busy. I know how, well, I don't know how it is, but I can imagine how it is. So a lot of you guys aren't using email. So if you do have access to an email list, make sure that obviously they've opted in for marketing emails, but make sure to just send them a note and let them know, hey, like, we're still open. Here's the deals we have going on. Here's how you can support us. We thank you for supporting us, that kind of thing. Tip for email, send it around mealtime. You know, if you're a coffee shop, send it around 7 a.m., 8 a.m., whatever. If you're a deli, send it around 11 when people are starting to get hungry for lunch. So that way, I mean, if I'm really hungry, it doesn't take a lot to sell me. I'm like, yes, a deal on sandwiches, BOGO sandwiches, because I'm working from home with my spouse now. We're there. So these are just a couple of ideas. I know they're not perfect. Feel free to run with any of them. I wish you guys all the best. I'm gonna come back here with a video for my service-based people soon. I'm gonna film it right after this. So stay tuned for that in a couple of days. And in case you are a social media manager watching this, who maybe works with restaurants or people affected, or just any social media manager in general, I am offering my signature course right now at a super, super discount just through this pandemic, just to try to help you guys out as much as I can. So I'm going to leave the link for that below. It's basically a pay what you want type model starting at $15. So you can choose how much you want to pay, $15 or up. It's normally $55. So I hope it helps you guys. I'm really trying to be as supportive as I can. I also have 30 days free for my membership community. So I'll leave that below too. You should be able to just click on the link, sign up. You shouldn't have to enter your credit card or anything if you haven't signed up before. So would love to have you in there as well, because we're doing a lot of brainstorming on these types of things. We'll be able to help you out and just have a community. I know, like I said, if any of you guys are used to going into an office, it's probably an adjustment being your only coworker or having your kid be your coworker for the day. It can be a little bit stressful. So we get together on group calls and things like that to help each other out. So anyway, more to come soon. Stay safe, stay healthy. You guys are the best. You guys are going to get through this. We all are. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.